Hello everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Level 3 Completionist. If you are not familiar with this series and did not see episode 1, I highly recommend checking that out as it will give you a breakdown of kind of what we're trying to achieve with this account. But the kind of short of it is, we are remaining level 3 combat, a level 3 skiller, and we are going to try to complete as many things in the game as we can. That includes stuff like collection log slots, collecting unique items from stuff like clue scrolls and mini games, getting all the skill capes that we can, getting the skilling and bossing pets that we can. All these kind of things you'd consider completionist content, we will be completing on this level 3 account. So taking a quick look at where we left off, our total levels up to level 265. Here's a quick look at our stats. This is basically all from just doing all the quests we've done, other than a little bit of fishing and like some fire making. Taking a look at the completion page here, obviously we're level 3. We've got 16 quests complete. We will be doing a few more in this episode here to kind of get the last couple things unlocked that we want. We've got 3 achievement diary steps, and we've actually got 0 collection log slots, so we're going to have to change that in this episode as well. The first episode was highly focused on just unlocking content and getting early skill ups through questing. So now that we've got kind of most of that out of the way, we'll be able to move on with the actual collecting part of the account. So the first thing we're going to be doing in this episode is actually finishing the Bon Voyage quest. This is the last quest we need to get to Fossil Island. Now, Fossil Island actually unlocks quite a bit of content as a level 3 skiller. Stuff like herbivore, stuff like all the farming patches and the seaweed. And this is all things I'm going to need because herbivore has a pet, obviously. And seaweed's actually one of the better chances of getting a tango root pet. And if I want to get all skilling pets on this account, I'm going to have to get a good start on farming and stay consistent with it, as a tango root pet is very much time gated and kind of RNG. So we're going to want to be doing our seaweed runs as much as possible to try to get that pet. We also just want to get birdhouses unlocked, as most of the hunter pets you need very high hunter level for. Like you need level 80 for herbivore, and you need ideally like 80 plus for chins. So, and those are the pets we need from that skill, so we need to get our hunter level up as well. Also, just as a quick side note, if there's anything that you guys think I have missed in terms of completionist content that might be available as a level 3, let me know in the comments down below. I read every comment. Even if I don't reply to it, I have read it, just know that. Because I might have missed some easy content or some things I'm just completely like skipping my mind, so let me know in the comments. Bon Voyage complete, access to Fossil Island unlocked. Let's go ahead and get these birdhouses started as soon as possible. So if anyone was curious how to actually make a dig site pendant on a level 3 skiller, once you've turned in the clean necklace at the museum, which we did in the last episode, you can just buy ruby necklaces and buy the enchant ruby or topaz scroll here and just use it on the ruby necklace and it becomes a dig site pendant. So you pretty much have unlimited because it's very cheap to do this. So our first time here, we actually have to go around and unlock all of the trees, which takes a little while. Should have brought a stam pot. But once we've done this one time, we're pretty much set to do birdhouses forever. Now, when it comes to birdhouses, you know, I won't lie. I'm not going to do these every hour or every 50 minutes or whatever it is. I'll probably do like 3 or 4 runs per day whenever I feel it's kind of convenient or when I remember. I'm not going to try to be like super macro efficient when it comes to all the like daily stuff like this. I'll just kind of do it when I remember to. And now that we've made it to the middle here, we're going to go ahead and unlock the teleport to actually get here and unlock our final tree so we can actually now do them whenever we want to. So the next thing that we're going to be doing is actually getting level 15 farming and 15 construction at the same time. We're going to be doing the bagged plant method in the POH, which I'll show you here in a minute. But basically we just do this, costs about 100k, and it's just a good way to get to 15 farming pretty much instantly to skip all that very slow early farming grind. Joke's on me, I don't even own a house yet, so let's go do that first. So in the default, like very basic POH, you have the plant spaces here. So we're going to go ahead and build that, just the first rank. And as you can see, you get 31 of each, which is pretty decent. So you basically just do 3 inventories of this, and you get to level 15 in both. And this should be 15 farming, which is oak trees, which is perfect, as well as 15 construction. Currently just going around putting our first round of oak trees down. Oak trees are very cheap, so this is pretty straightforward to do. I think after one round, we should be at like 20, maybe, I'm hoping. And I think there's a new quest that gets you all the way from like level 20 to 34 farming. Never done the quest before. I'm not actually sure if a level 3 can do it, but I am going to look into it once these oak trees are done. I think it's finally time we get some collection log slots on the completionist level 3 skiller. So what better way than with everyone's favorite content, fishing trawler, where you either, you want to quit the game because your RNG is so bad, or you just get spooned and you become super lucky. The reason I'm going for this is because fishing is actually a big part of the completionist game. There's stuff like tempera, stuff like aerial fishing. There's 2 fishing pets. There's just a lot of fishing content in the game that I'm going to want to do eventually anyway. And I'm going to need this outfit for not only the POH, but also the reskin of it, as well as just the collection log slots in general. So I figure we might as well get this early, as the bonus XP will start to add up over time. So I'm going to probably spend my entire day here. For you guys, it'll be like 5 minutes. For me, it'll probably be 5 or 6 hours to get this outfit. So this was an already easy step to go on out here on the boat. I'm not going to really explain or show too much of what I'm doing. I'm doing the, we'll turn this off for sure. There we go. Okay. Need to not rock the camera. I'm basically just using the swamp paste to plug the hole. Once I get to 50 contribution, I'll be completely AFK, and then we'll just hope for loot. What are the chances we get a 1 KC piece of the angler's outfit? Probably very low, but let's see. Nothing. Our first collection log slot on our level 3 completionist account. The angler's hat. How many games was that? That was on game number 8, so really not too bad. Can we get the back-to-back? Not today. Game number 15, any luck? No luck. We're actually going to take a quick break and go ahead and do our first birdhouse run. First run got us all the way from level 10 up to level 15, and we're now planting the oak birdhouses. Go ahead and put the seed in and get straight back over to the fishing trawler. We've done 15 games so far. It's about 5 minutes per game and then like a minute in between, so about an hour and a half there so far. Game number 22. Let's see if we can pull another one here. Not today. 2 more games and we're on drop rate to have 2 pieces, so hopefully we can at least meet that. Okay, game number 25. Let's get our second piece here, because we're actually about to go take a quick break from this minigame. Good luck. Never lucky. Let's go do our first tree run. Our first oak tree. Nice little XP drop up to 17. I will also be doing some herb runs and kind of like pretty much everything runs, because I do want the kangaroo pet, of course. I'm just waiting to get a little bit higher level so we're not wasting our time like doing guams and stuff. I want to at least be able to like plant ranars or something that's a lot more profitable. So we're up to level 19 hunter and 21 farming now. We're going to go ahead and do the Garden of Death quest. I've never done this quest, but the rewards are 10,000 farming XP, which is pretty crazy. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I think I could do it as a level 3, but I guess we'll find out. Easy quest, 10,000 farming XP. Just a little bit of running around is all. Blah, blah, blah. What level are we at? 31. Very nice. I guess there hasn't been any PvP updates, so this guy's doing fishing trawler. Ha ha ha. Well, after 28 games, I have to say I think we're in for a long grind. We have still just the hat after 28 games. Game number 32, we got our second collection log piece. Let's hope the luck continues. We actually just got a fishing level as well, 52. And we've actually gotten 4 construction levels by just plugging the holes. Game number 45, we got the angler top. 1 piece to go. I believe it's the boots. Please let me get lucky. Can we get the back-to-back to be done? Of course not. I actually need to get off for a little while, so my session ends here. 4 hours on this session. We've done 46 games so far. After 53 games, I'll throw this up on screen just so no one thinks I'm lying. We finally are complete with the angler's outfit, which also means we have green logged our first section on the collection log. Fishing trawler, green. This also counts under aerial fishing, which is the tab I was on before, because that's another way to get the outfit. But that is fishing trawler finally done after many hours. Just doing some AFK fishing here. World 444 is typically where level 3s seem to hang out from what I've seen. And Mr. H000 here just got the heron pet at like 16.2 million XP. Pretty jealous, but I'm putting the time in for sure. Congrats. So I'm still here at the pond. It's been I think like a day and a half since I've actually been actively playing the game. I don't typically play too much on weekends, especially on Saturdays. So last night I was basically just AFK fishing. That's when this dude got the pet. He's actually online today as well, wherever he is. He's underneath me, yeah. But yeah, I've just been AFK fishing. We're going to take a quick look at my stats here. We're up to level 61 fishing, closing in on level 62. We're actually going to go ahead and do another farm and birdhouse run since I haven't done one in like 24 hours. And then see where we get from that. We're going to run into a problem here pretty quick where our crafting level is going to need to be higher in order to craft the higher tier birdhouses. Something we're definitely going to have to work on in the next episode or two, as I don't want to be stuck doing these oak birdhouses forever, especially with the speed at which we're gaining hunter levels. Speaking of levels, we just got 21 hunter as well as 21 crafting. Since we now have the farming level, we are going to go ahead and plant our first round of seaweed, and we'll basically just do this every time we do a birdhouse run, because we really do want that kangaroo pet, and this is also like half decent farming XP, and it is profitable as well. For another round of trees and birdhouses, we are up to 22 hunter, 32 farming, and that is where we are going to be ending episode 2 of level 3 completionist. Here's a quick look at our stats. We didn't have as many gains as the first episode. We did get a good amount of fishing XP, got a good start on farming as well as hunter, even construction included. We did do a couple more quests. We're up to 8 diary steps, I believe it is now. Yep, 8. 18 quests. You can see our playtime here, 20 hours, 20 minutes. We did green log our first section. We spent a long time at fishing trawler in this episode, so I'm happy that's kind of out of the way, as that's kind of one of those slow grinds with no reward. And yeah, that is going to be it for episode number 2, guys. The next episode, we will be green logging another section of the collection log, so be sure to stay tuned for that, and subscribe down below if you guys enjoy the series.